Am I live? Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. How everybody is doing. So, I decided to switch it up. I decided to do something differently today. So, instead of doing video on Friday and doing my live stream on Saturday and Sunday, I decided to do my live stream on Friday and to record and edit video and post new video on Saturday or Sunday. So I think it would be much better. And I just want to see how the live stream is going and how um, if it does make sense to make live stream or not. So it's Friday. You let me know how are you doing. I didn't find any alcohol in my house, so I'm drinking um, St. Pellegrino. So let me know what you all drinking. And today we're gonna talk about job market on the East Coast for iOS developers. So we just started our live stream, and I just wanna wait for new people to join, so we don't miss anybody. And um, just like quick reminder, it's a very low key live stream. So if you want to chat, if you want to like talk to me, if you want to share your ideas, you're more than welcome. So, but the focus on this live stream would be more so the job market on the East Coast. So we're gonna cover like very good areas like New York, Philadelphia, Virginia, North Dakota, North Carolina, and South Carolina. So those are really good iOS developers market. And also we're going to touch Florida a little bit. I know we talk about Florida on my live streams before, but we're gonna touch about Florida. We're gonna talk about Florida just a little bit because it is on the East Coast. So, so let's go ahead, I guess, and get started. As people joining, I will start. I will start with Maine. So, kind of to warm up. See, like it's the very up north state. So let me pull up my map so I keep track on where. What are we? Okay, let's start with Maine. So, just for the record, for the job market, I look at salary stock overflow salary, and I use levels FYI, and I forgot to pull LinkedIn. Oh, not LinkedIn. Sorry. Indeed. So, all right. So those three websites that I'm going to be using for comparison different job markets, and let's start here, and we're gonna select mobile developer, and here we just can we just select Maine, Maine, United States? Yeah, sure. And educational level, let's select bachelor's and years of experience. Let's go 5 years of experience. And if you have any requests for years of experience or whatever the place, let me know. So Maine is actually not too bad. Like it varies from 70 to $122,000 per year. So let's see what kind of jobs we have there. Maine. So Maine and iOS developer. So let's see if we have any jobs in Maine. So senior IT developer, iOS developer, Portland, Maine. Senior software developer, Also in Maine, um, uh, mobile test analyst. So Maine is kind of like Maine in terms of the job market. So, and let's say Maine, uh, well, Port, and I can really select Maine there. Okay, but like we have Maine on Stack Overflow salary, so this is a possible what you're gonna do in Maine. But again, Maine doesn't look as appealing and as exciting. So let's check out Manchester and New Hampshire. Manchester, New Hampshire, iOS developer. Do we have any jobs there? Hand developer, mobile developer, um, senior mobile application, 130K a year, full stack. Again, not a lot of jobs, and like there, let's see what's going on in terms of the salary there. So, and what was that? Manchester, New Hampshire. Calculate salary. The same kind of thing with Maine, and no worry, we will get to exciting places. I just want to see like the job situation in the on the East Coast and what place on the East Coast like makes sense to live. So let's check out Boston. Boston, and it's gonna be Massachusetts. So Boston is actually a pretty cool area to live. I hear or I get a lot of calls from Boston in terms of iOS development. Not the whole lot, but enough to kind of have Boston on the map. And let's say what iOS developer will make in Boston, Massachusetts. Let's say same kind of salary that we saw in Maine, 93 to 122K. So and we do have jobs like senior engineer in Boston won't make 97K a year. No way in hell. Um, I mean, maybe it's a startup. Maybe it's a startup. Like I don't know their life, but like for senior engineer, 97K. No, no, I don't think so. iOS engineer voice, remote opportunity iOS engineer, senior mobile. Boston has it going on. Boston has it going on, and it's not as expensive as other places, but like definitely it's going. Boston has it going on. Uh, and we have Boston here. So median salary is 160K. Let's see if we skip for now. Let's see if we can filter anything. So years of experience, let's say from 2. And I hate when it jumps like that. Okay. Levels FYI has really funky UI bugs, but it's okay. We can work with that. So new grad mid level, senior level, so like which is gonna provide the years of experience. So and this is these are salaries that we see in CVS Health, Grubhub, 165K. It's a really good number even for Seattle. I you know like I think it's a pretty reasonable salary, and for Boston, yeah, sure. So we definitely have big names there. Again, if you're not familiar with Levels FYI, Levels FYI is provides kind of data on the compensation for software engineers. But like one issue that I have with Levels FYI, and let me see if I can select any specialty here. I can select any specialty here. So this is the problem. Or if you know how to select specialty on Levels FYI, definitely let me know. So, but it's Boston. So, if you're an iOS developer, if you're thinking where to live, and if you would like to live on the East Coast, Boston, I would honestly recommend Boston. It's one of the places where I honestly I don't really consider moving there because well, I would like to move to Denver, and I kind of have my heart set on Denver, but like I never thought about Boston. But I guess I should visit and see how the city is. And if you are from Boston, let me know how it is there. So, and just you can so just FYI, let me go here. I will share the link. So this is the link for the Stack Overflow, and this is level FYI, and you can select whatever area you want. So and see yeah, and see what kind of salary or what kind of area you're interested in if you wanna mess around and play around with it alone. So what is next? So Providence, Rhode Island. I don't think that huh. I don't think that Rhode Island will have a lot of iOS jobs. What do you think? But like let's just see. Um for me Rhode Island is so tiny. Rhode Island. Yeah, let's just see where the jobs are. Oh, we like we have something. Okay, let's see what we have. And I think it's just remote location, Rhode Island. Okay. 5060 remote developer, Firebase CI/CD. Okay, it's not exactly mobile developer. It can be mobile developer, but it looks like it's more on the DevOps and related to mobile development. So senior React Native developer. Okay, like they have React Native. Front-end mobile developer, software engineer, React Native. So one thing about like job listing boards, different locations would have. I mean, certain locations would be popular on certain job boards. So, Indeed is popular here in Seattle, and I would say even in Florida. But like sometimes you see more opportunities on the websites like Dice, for example, if you are looking somewhere, like outside of like West Coast or San Francisco area. So, but like if you don't see a lot of jobs on Indeed.com, I would definitely suggest that you check out other job listing boards and see if they have iOS developers jobs there. Because like one area might use one job board over the other and vice versa. So like just check out different job boards and see how it goes. But normally, if Indeed doesn't have a lot of jobs there, because Indeed is it's pretty popular platform, so it's probably nothing to see there. So a LinkedIn is another place to look for a job and see what is going on, see what kind of connections you're gonna find. So UI UX designer. software engineer. We don't really see a lot of like iOS development in Rhode Island. So and let's just see. Oh, Rhode Island, United States, 93,122. So like so far we haven't seen big numbers. But maybe um and maybe it's coming. So and I'm gonna just go ahead and jump to New York because we've been online for a while, so let's hit really interesting and big places. But before the New York though, like I wanna check. Oh yeah, sorry, New York then Philadelphia because those two like big iOS development market. I just want to see what's going on there. So let's go to New York, New York, New York. And I know for a fact there's so many iOS developers jobs there and senior mobile engineer looking for iOS developer and they're really cool companies there. So I once in a while I get calls from them. iOS developer, senior iOS engineer, iOS developer New York, iOS engineer, iOS developer. Yeah, like it's really good and we have multiple pages of mobile developers. So New York is definitely where it's at. If you would like to live on the East Coast, so let's see what kind of salary in New York, New New York, New York City, New York. Let's see salary. Okay, this is where it's at. So like now we see absolutely different numbers. The lowest is 94K. 50% of reported salary is 124K, which is, you know, I would say it's a happy medium in Seattle too, and 164K and 75% people have reported. So definitely, if you are an iOS developer, New York is a good place to be. I like just judging by Indeed. Hell yeah, it's a really good place to be. And let's see on levels FYI. Let's see if levels FYI. New York, New York City. Oh yeah, like and the level FYI, the number is even higher. So level is even higher, and let's do 2 to 5 years of experience. Well, like those are big, but those are big. Yeah, those are big companies, and they pay really well. So if you're thinking about relocating somewhere else, New York might be one of the places, but New York is super expensive, and it kind of depends what kind of lifestyle do you want to live. If you like more suburban lifestyle, New York probably might be not the best for you, not the best place for you. If you like kind of big city, like energy, big city vibe, like New York is definitely where it's at. I've been to New York once. I had an impression that it was really dirty. It's definitely interesting, and I more enjoy surrounding areas like Rhode Island, Connecticut. Um, those places were kind of interesting, but New York itself just busy big city. And if you're a foodie, if you like to go out and eat restaurants in New York, I can't really say for all restaurants in New York, but food there is not like I would definitely wouldn't travel to New York City to try different food. I would travel different places, but uh, in terms of the job market, New York is cool, and New York has a lot of attractions. So like, it's definitely worth to check it out. Wow, it's a good job market. So let's check out Philadelphia, Philly, Philadelphia. So Philadelphia is another place where the job market is rather good, and we see on the indie we see a lot of like very specific mobile developer jobs. So we don't see like because you remember if you were here at the beginning we saw like let's say places like Maine we saw like oh software engineer oh like IT developer so things like that but now we see targeted job listings and we see a lot of companies senior mobile developer and we have quite a bit of pages so like might as well go through them and go through and like see what you can find. So and let's see what Stack Overflow says about Philadelphia. Philly is cool. So let's see. 93K to 122. Is that true? Like, I don't know how expensive Philadelphia is. Like, I haven't had an impression that Philadelphia is that expensive. But it's, and by the way, those numbers are true for the Midwest as well. For places like I don't know, like Iowa, Indiana, even Chicago. Chicago has a little bit more higher prices, but it's approximately the Midwestern the numbers to Philadelphia. And we're gonna probably have like crazy well like yeah 141 114 yeah I think they're like it levels FYI is a little bit higher but we see like it can vary from like anywhere 90K to like where's that to 11K per year. So but yeah, like Philadelphia is a good market. I know iOS developers who live in Philadelphia. So it's another place where it's going on, you know, like and I would like to visit, so I don't want to say that I like it because I've never been there, but like I know people from Philadelphia and they're so dope. Let's check out Washington D.C. Washington D.C. So Washington D.C. like normally Virginia and Washington D.C. they would have a lot of government jobs for software developers. So a lot of them, and they also have mobile developers. It's another good job market. I think East Coast is definitely cheaper than the West Coast, and East Coast has really good market. What I don't like on the East Coast is the winters, so it can be kind of. I mean, it depends where you at. In Florida, there are hurricanes every year, and you know, like depends where you're at. New York can be really cold in the winter. I visited New York in the winter, and it was really, really cold. So iOS developer, what is that? Okay, yeah, Washington D.C. has it going on, and let's see on the salary what. And I don't think Washington D.C. is as expensive. Washington D.C., United States. Let's see. Okay, the same kind of medium salary, 93K to 122K, and let's see what levels FYI would tell us about Washington D.C. D.C. Okay, North Virginia, D.C. Okay, I'll take that. Median salary 140K. Here's 122K. Kinda depends. And like see even for like it's just like average. You can make You can probably make less than 70K as a software developer, and you can probably make more than 122K as a software developer or as an iOS developer. So it just it's just average. It's just the most usual, the most typical salaries there. So, and like 140 is, I never look for a job there, but like from my experience, I think it is possible, but it would be like that would be really hard to get. I think it is more so like for senior people there because the cost of living is, cheaper. So let's do 2 to 5 years of experience. So like numbers approximately there as Stack Overflow will show us like exactly the same prices. So let me check the chat and see what's going on. How are you doing? And if you're new to my channel, like, hey, say hello, say where you're from. If you have any questions, if you have anything to say, just let's chat. It's really, really casual live stream, so like there's not really a strong agenda. Yes, we're going through different cities and look at different salaries in different places, but we can chill and chat. So, any questions? How to become an iOS developer? How to move with a job as an iOS developer? So like just let me know. All right. So after Washington D.C. Well, I think Virginia, um, Virginia is gonna probably be on the same level. So, but like we can check out Virginia. Why not? And see what kind of job we can find in Virginia. Richmond. Okay, let's look at Richmond, Virginia. That would be a good city to kind of look at. Okay, mobile developer, software test automation engineer, Android, iOS developer, mobile developer, and the numbers are good. Yeah, yeah, man, numbers are good. Technology specialist, and like this is kind of where we at. So the job market for iOS developers, and let's just look at Virginia in general. Um, like, and we don't. Do we have more jobs? Oh yeah, we do, we have a little bit more. We have a little bit more jobs, but as a state, it definitely has more jobs. So like feel free to kind of look over. So and let's see here. Virginia, United States. The same kind of salary, 93 122K. Okay, let's see North Carolina, because North Carolina is another state where I'm getting a lot of calls from, and um, it's definitely a lot cheaper than New York, a lot cheaper than many places, and I wouldn't expect that salary there is like too high. North Carolina technology. Okay, iOS developer, and North Carolina has really good like tech market. So if you're looking for a cheaper place to live but still with a good tech market, North Carolina may be where it's at. And people who I know who live there, like they like it there. It's chill. It's a little bit more conservative though. So like if you like kind of liberal lifestyle, like kind of liberal places, Maybe not the best place to live, but I have never been there, so I actually want to visit. And like, it's one of the, like conservative places. I would say. I would like to visit for sure. iOS developer, and it's I think yeah. Let's see North Carolina. Oh no, Dakota. Okay, North Carolina, like the same number that we saw. So like it's kind of on the cheaper area, on the cheaper side, 93 122K, and which you're gonna do pretty okay for that salary based on what I know and what I heard from people who live there. Let's do South Carolina. Oh, soy. South Carolina. Do we have any jobs there? .NET developer, not really. React Native developer, web developer, not really. So, and you kind of see how the Indeed is changing. So if the place is not really hot on the mobile developer market, um, you you kind of see that. Lead developer, okay. Technical support engineer, okay. And I bet the number is gonna be the same. So let's say South Carolina. Calculate salary. Yeah, the same kind of number. So what do we have next? Oh, let's go to Atlanta. One of the places that I really want to visit, and I haven't been there, but like I feel really, really attracted to Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia. Let's see the numbers, the same numbers. Let's see the jobs. Atlanta, Georgia. Um, iOS developer, Android developer, application developer, iOS developer, lead iOS developer, senior iOS developer. Okay. We have multiple pages of for iOS developers. Yeah, Atlanta has really good job market. Like at least judging by LinkedIn, 55, 65 for an hour in Atlanta. That sounds really good. I'll take it. Well, I'm not on the job market, but like if I were in Atlanta, I would have taken it. Sounds really good. Go Atlanta. And now we have Florida. And I know we did Florida before. And in Florida, I would like to do two cities. Actually, in Florida, it makes sense to me to do three cities: Tampa, Orlando, and Miami. And Tampa, Orlando, and Miami, they all have different job markets a little bit. So I used to live in Tampa, in Clearwater area, so I would definitely recommend that area over Orlando. Like, what? Well, like Tampa is more fun. Orlando is kind of boring, and the job market in Tampa is way better than in Orlando. Miami, unfortunately, like there are not a lot of jobs there. Like, it's good for vacation. It's good to like visit, but like I don't know, if you work remotely and you want to live on Miami Beach, maybe. But like, yeah, let's see. Um, uh, um, Tampa, Florida, and like, we saw like the same kind of situation that we saw like the last time we look at Florida. Florida has, I mean, when I was in Florida, Florida didn't have really strong iOS market, to be honest with you. But like, it's being like about like 4 years since I lived there. So 4 years ago, market could have been a little bit different, and they could have expanded and have more and they could have more mobile developer or iOS developer positions open there. So, and there was a lot of things to do with mobile, but like now we have like 3 pages. Yeah. Oh, sorry, we have 2 pages, but like, hey, it's okay. So you can definitely find like it looks like it may not be as easy as in other places, but you can definitely find a job there in Tampa, Florida, United States. So the same kind of number. Let's check out levels FYI. No Tampa? What? Okay, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Okay, like that's just not fair. They just say, look, oh, Minneapolis. Okay, they just don't care, huh? Tampa has no love at levels, FYI. So let's see what kind of jobs they have. And okay, 122, 150K. Okay, let's say two. Oh, what are you doing? 2 to 5. Okay, those are Floridian numbers. Like 151, no, I wouldn't say so. 135, no, like more so like 108, 112, more so. Those are like Floridian numbers. So let's see Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida. Android developer, iOS developer, iOS developer, iOS developer, senior iOS developer, lead iOS developer, Xamarin developer. I'm not doing Xamarin. I don't know. Like, I just don't like .NET and C Sharp as much. I would rather do React Native or Flutter, to be honest with you, but not Xamarin. And anyway, I don't see a lot of Xamarin positions. Once in a while I do, but like it's not that like, oh my gosh, you need to know Xamarin to be a successful iOS developer or mobile developer, or you're not gonna find any jobs. It's not true. It's not that. It's not that. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's see what Miami is a little bit more expensive than Tampa. Miami, Florida. And like see the same kind of numbers, but like I think Miami, like it kind of depends. It kind of depends. Like I think it would be rather hard to make 122K there, more so like 112, 100K, like 115 for that kind of level. Like 120, it's probably going to be more on the senior side. So, and so do you have any questions? Do we have anyone in the chat here? So let me know if you have any questions. I think we went through all of the states. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. We can definitely chat. If you have any requests for any other locations in the United States, I would definitely look them up, and I would definitely would like to chat with you. So But it seems like there's one person who is watching. Thank you for watching, and I see other people were joining in and out. So it's okay. And again, it's Friday. So if there's no questions or thoughts or comments, enjoy your Friday. Have an absolutely wonderful weekend. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.